I'm not defensive about it.
Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another live stream and day 18, of the January transfer window. We are just shy of 3 weeks into the window and we are still waiting for the first outgoings and we are still waiting for the first incomings as well. It hasn't been the most productive window. It's not been the most exciting window. And with what Chelsea need to do, it's very, very disappointing to see that there's such a lack of action taking place right now. And the links that we are getting are to positions that we actually don't need. But as always, big up to everyone that's locked in. Make sure you're smashing the likes. Make sure you subscribe if you're new around here. All of that good stuff. And there is plenty to dive into following on from yesterday's packed show. We've got all the latest with Christopher Nkunku and Bayern Munich. Further updates on his future and Matthias Tell. We've got the latest on Cesare Casadei, who was supposed to be joining Torino, and now Lazio are set to come in and improve their bid. He still hasn't left. We've also got the latest on Alejandro Garnacho, with Chelsea seeking assurances over his temperament as part of their background checks on the player. United supposedly playing hardball as well. They're not going to sanction a cheap departure this month. Continue to play hardball. I don't even want them playing softball. We should be absolutely forgetting about anything to do with him. But we will dive into the latest on the Alejandro Garnacho interest as well, guys. And of course, there is plenty of other news to get stuck into. Right now, an important game taking place for us as well. Bournemouth and Newcastle level 1-1 at St James's Park. That preferably is actually a draw is the best result, because or a Bournemouth win would do us nicely as well. But anything where Newcastle drops points is essentially what we're looking for. But big up to everyone. Appreciate the numbers might not be as big today. It's a Saturday lunchtime. I know people might have better things to do, but we're still here and the show must continue. Let's say hello to a few people and then we'll get cracking. Only 2 weeks left until the window. The window doesn't shut until February 3rd, so it might be a little over 2 weeks. But yeah, it's not ideal that we're in a situation where nothing's happened yet. We're light in every position apart from maybe the number 10 role. I wouldn't say we're light at centre back anymore, but yeah, I get your point. Yeah, there's not going to happen though. Yes, big up. Yes, all good. Hope you're doing well. We're cooked, I can't lie, unless they're cooking up something behind the scenes. That's all we can hope for, is that something is being chefed up behind the scenes and it's just going to kind of appear out of nowhere, something that we're not expecting. But I'll be honest, I'm not really filled with any confidence that that is happening. Yeah, it's a madness, that. It's a madness. It's not only the directors, these owners need to be fair, though. What I would say is that Bowley's not been involved in any transfers since the Nkunku deal. And the last transfer that Egbali was involved in was the Mykhailo Mudryk deal. Since then, those guys, they've not been involved in transfers. It's firmly on the sporting directors, the transfers and the squad building. So there is only one place where the blame lays. Yes, big up. A low move for Mwani. No, it's not fallen through. There's a couple of technical issues, but that's going to be sorted out. That deal is not in danger. It's just been held up. This far in the window, and not only have we made no incomings, we basically done no outgoings. We haven't not basically done no outgoings. We haven't done any outgoings. We haven't. Yes, big up. Neto was unexpected, but yeah, he was. That deal did literally appear out of nowhere. So maybe there is a scenario where that could potentially be a possibility. But yeah, let's dive into the main news and let's start with this Alejandro Garnacho stuff, which obviously broke yesterday lunchtime. Matt Law doing an article as well, which we obviously dropped after we went live yesterday, after we'd rounded out the show. Man United ready to play hardball over Garnacho, with Napoli and Chelsea seeking assurances over his temperament as part of checks. Now, obviously, he's clearly a bit of a divisive character. Maybe he's a bit hot-headed. Maybe not the sort of character you might be wanting to bring into the dressing room. I think that was part of the similar reasons why a move for John Duran ultimately didn't materialize. There were concerns over his temperament, his sort of attitude as well, and that move didn't happen. Let's see what's being said here. So, Man United play hardball over £50 million Garnacho, but Napoli and Chelsea have questions over his temperament. United will not allow the Argentine to leave in a cut price deal this month, despite suitors seeking reassurances over his attitude. Let's have a look. Man United are ready to play hardball over the future of Alejandro Garnacho, with Chelsea and Napoli seeking reassurances over the winger's temperament. Napoli have held a firm interest in Garnacho, while the Argentina international is one of a number of forward players Chelsea have made a check on this month. Both clubs have doubts about committing as much as $50 million to trying to buy Garnacho in the January window amid questions surrounding his temperament. $50 million is ridiculous. We shouldn't be going anywhere near that for $50 million. We shouldn't be going anywhere near it. We shouldn't be going anything near it anyway. The fact that we've even inquired is criminal. But the fact as well that we are that they're wanting 50 million, it's an absolute swerve. Absolute swerve. I don't know why we're searching for wingers, to be honest. I mean, look, I understand that, you're probably going to be without Mykhailo Mudryk, so you might need another body there, but Esteval's coming in the summer, and it's not a position that urgently needs addressing in this transfer window, and it's not like there's any ridiculous opportunities that are presenting themselves. Everyone knows what we need, and we're going for all the positions that we don't need right now, which is so confusing. Absolutely not. No, I think Chelsea want to buy Tel because he's like Jackson. So when we have more games in the Champions League stuff, I mean, look, Matthias Tel is not interested in joining Chelsea. I think that much is abundantly clear. Hot take, but I think the Garnacho stuff isn't as bad as people are saying. If Mudryk's B sample is positive and he leaves the club, yeah. But look, what I'm saying is, I don't want anything to do with Garnacho. I'm not against another left winger coming in, but you've got Esteval coming in the summer, and we don't need another winger this month. We don't need it. We know what we need. We need a striker, and there are no links to any strikers. That's what I'm not getting. What else is being said though? Bruno Fernandes has questioned Garnacho's attitude in the past, and this season claimed the 20-year-old did not celebrate a goal against Leicester because he felt he had lost the faith of supporters. Garnacho was dropped for the Manchester derby last month by head coach Ruben Amorim, and there were reports of dissent towards the manager at the Europa League game against Victoria Pilsen. It's understood that Napoli and Chelsea have attempted to get reassurances over Garnacho's attitude as part of their homework on him. United are not currently in talks with clubs about the sale of Garnacho, and are not actively attempting to create a market for the player, which was underlined by the fact he started in Thursday's win against Southampton. Furthermore, it's understood that United are adamant Garnacho will not be allowed to leave Old Trafford in a cut price deal. The club are similarly insistent that they will not take players they do not really want as part of any trades. Napoli are set to bank around 60 million for Kvaratskhelia, but are understood to have a list of potential alternatives to Garnacho that include Karim Adeyemi, and Napoli also interested in Matthias Tel and Karim Adeyemi. Interesting. Along with Garnacho, Jamie Gittins is also on the list of forward players Chelsea have made checks on this month. Adeyemi is also a player the club could look at for a late January loan deal if nothing else comes off. Interesting. So really, Chelsea have got concerns about Alejandro Garnacho's attitude. And I for one agree that is a little bit of a concern. For me, he's not the sort of temperament that you would want in the squad. It's not really the sort of player I feel that we need. And you wonder whether someone like him coming in would upset the dressing room. Would there suddenly be dressing room leaks and whatnot? Would we be having issues? What's his attitude like, his temperament? I just think there's too many question marks surrounding him, surrounding his attitude and whatnot. And that's before we even get to his ability as a player, and we get to what we potentially might be getting. For me, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But I'm not surprised at all that the directors are looking at a potential move for him. It doesn't surprise me at all. Always expect the unexpected with Chelsea, and that is exactly where we are right now. I didn't even think any of this was possible, but clearly it is. And Garnacho, whilst I still think a move is quite a way away, the fact that we're seeking assurances, the fact that we've made an inquiry, is concerning. And Ornstein doesn't report on anything unless it's legit. So the fact that it's coming from Ornstein, that's a concern for me. That is a major concern for me. The fact that it's coming from Ornstein. So there is legit interest. There is a thing. So yeah, we've got a potential problem, guys. We have got a potential problem on our hands. But we just have to hope that, even by our standards, we have to hope that that we wouldn't be this stupid. But there's no guarantees, guys, unfortunately, and that's the scary thing. That is the scary thing, that we might be prepared to commit £50 million to a player that we don't even need. You know, and Chelsea should be going for someone like Jamie Gittins rather than Garnacho. But what I don't understand is, right, who's looking at the current squad and goes, yeah, do you know what? We need a Garnacho. We need a Garnacho type. Who is making these decisions and coming to the conclusion by watching us that, oh, what's missing? Ah, yes, I know exactly what's missing. Garnacho. Yes, up the cherries. I'm not understanding that at all. I'm not understanding that at all. Yes, but that's completely irrelevant. That doesn't mean. So what does that mean? That he's a better player than Kavicha Kvaratskhelia? No, he absolutely isn't. So I'm not really sure what the point is you're trying to make there. Great, he's got more DNA than Kvaratskhelia, but everyone knows that he's not a better player than Kvaratskhelia. Yeah, brother, that's what we should be doing. That is exactly what we should be doing. But obviously, we're not. We're clearly looking for a wide player. You know, I don't understand it. His brother as well is an issue. You know, putting out tweets about Cole Palmer and whatnot. You know, people need to be aware. By the way, Callum Hudson-Odoi is better than Garnacho, and if people can't accept that, then they are potentially beyond help. But Garnacho is not good. I don't rate him at all. No, I don't think so at all. That is big news that Chelsea have inquired about a Man United player. That is big news. And so that is very much worth reporting. But if you actually click on the article itself, it's just part of an update in a live blog. Are we going to sign someone? I hope so. How can Chelsea look at Garnacho valued at 60 mil, but could go all out for Kvaratskhelia valued similarly? Yep, I hear it. Although the Kvaratskhelia deal would have been difficult to do, it would have been tough to do because, you know, he was very much keen on the PSG move, but we could have tried. You know, we're generally in the market for a left winger. Kvaratskhelia, 23, very good footballer, affordable price, literally would have fitted the mold. So why? Obviously there was interest there, but why we did it, why we didn't even try, I've got no idea. Owner's blueprint carried by these two sporting directors. Yeah, probably. Why did we sell him? Sell who? Because Hudson-Odoi had to go. Unfortunately, you know, he'd had the injury, and he just kind of naturally come to the end of his time at Chelsea. If Garnacho ends up at Chelsea, I guess a loan move for Felix will be sanctioned to Milan. I don't know, because Milan signed Kyle Walker. They've got no space for any more signings. Although they might do if Felix is actually from the EU. So let's wait and see on that. In my opinion, Bacola from PSG is the best left wing now that they got Kvaratskhelia and there was disputes with the manager. We were interested in Barcola last summer, but look, Chelsea aren't going to sign Bradley Bacola this window. Absolutely no chance. No chance of we signing Bacola this window. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no, the Garnacho links are absolutely true. With Kvaratskhelia, wouldn't be surprised if his heart was set on PSG. Yeah, no, absolutely. I fully agree on that. Bro, this is not an ownership issue, the fact that we're targeting these kind of players. This is purely on the sporting directors. Purely on the sporting directors. By the way, guys, there's 80 of you in the building. Keep smashing that like button. It's free. It takes seconds to do. So please do smash the like button. And let's run up the subscribers as well, guys. Let's run up the subscribers as well. Let's run it up. Let's run it up. Yeah, the Garnacho links are true, unfortunately, brother. They are true. Now, I don't see PSG getting rid of any attacking players. They got rid of Randall Colomawani. You know, I think they're going to be keeping the likes of, you know, they've got Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, Barcola, Desiree Doué. You know, they've got good options. Selling Nkunku for 40 M's and buy Delap. Well, which we are trying to get rid of Nkunku. We are trying to get rid of Nkunku. So let's wait and see. But yeah, again, I said it yesterday. So yeah, again, United are not going to do business on the cheap, but and I hope that it stays that way. I absolutely hope that it stays that way. So what we're saying here is Garnacho's not even the best winger at United. Amad Diallo is miles clear of Garnacho, miles clear. You know, so if we should be going for anyone from Man United, it would be Amad Diallo. So yeah, but that's where we are right now, guys. That is where we are like that. Yeah, no, apologies. Disrespect to Anthony. Anthony, fuck me. I mean, people talk about the Mudryk signing. The Anthony signing is a madness. Is an absolute shambles. The Anthony signing. Yeah. I don't know what's been going on there, but yeah, the Anthony signing, shambolic. One of the worst signings. One of the worst signings going. One of the worst signings going. Disgusted by the club. We were about to go top before Everton. Now the club is in the mud. We're not in the mud, but we are obviously in a difficult period right now, and we are struggling. There's no denying that. We absolutely are struggling right now. We're in a difficult period. And yeah, we need to be doing better, guys. We need to be doing better. You know, there's no doubt about it whatsoever. And it does feel like the wheels are starting to fall off a little bit. You know, you can't deny that. You cannot deny that. I guess if we don't get UCL, the sporting director should go. Well, the sporting director should go regardless. They should be going regardless. But that's the latest on Alejandro. Yeah, look, they're looking for another left winger because they don't know what's going on with the Mudryk situation. And they're likely to be without him for a while. I've got no issues with a left winger being targeted, but we've got Esteval coming in the summer. Why on earth are you looking at left wingers in January? Why are you looking at wide players in January? That's my point. That's my point. Why are we looking at them in January? Look in the summer, fine. You know, but we do not need to be looking at them in January. Sad thing is the manager is drowning and the director's doing nothing to help it. This is my point here, right? Is that people will blame Maresca if we don't finish in the top 4, but he's not being given the tools for the job. He's not being given the tools for the job. Confident of a win against Wolves? No, not really. Not really. No, of course he fucking didn't. You know, he's the one that's putting out the briefs. Of course, Winstanley didn't call him back. Of course he didn't. Bro, I agree that that top 4 is in danger if we don't bring in a striker this month. If we do no further business this month, then the top 4 is absolutely in danger. Yes, big up, Brian. Big up, big up. Yeah, look, Maresca absolutely has to be better in terms of substitutions, but he clearly doesn't trust the options that he's been given. He doesn't trust the options that he's been given. Midfielders are running out of gas, and to think that Ugo or Santos, they can be recalled. They haven't been, and that is disgraceful. That is absolutely shambolic. Yeah, exactly. And I made this point on Chelsea Fan TV the other day in the studio. You know, yes, there's things that Maresca can do better. But when you've scored 4 goals from 85 shots, that is absolutely ridiculous. Bro, Osimhen's not happening. You know, that for me is been and gone. That opportunity has disappeared. It's been and gone. And we have to move on. If I'm being totally honest, guys, Liam Delap is the most likely striker to come in. Since we're looking for wingers, would you take Gnabry or Sane? Yeah, potentially. I mean, look, Serge Gnabry, I don't think is going to be going anywhere. Leroy Sane is playing really well right now. No, I've said that. You know, the lack of the late substitutions is entirely on him, but it's on the directors for not providing him with the options that he wants and the options that we need. Tweeted about what Garnacho? No, maybe he hasn't. No, absolutely not, bro. We're not. We're better than that. We are better than that. Yep, and this is the thing, right? And I said this the other day. Like, I think it was on Don's channel. Like, 2 things can be true. We need to be more clinical, but we also need to improve defensively. Because if we were in a position where we were able to keep clean sheets and we were able to defend better, then we wouldn't be struggling like we are. You know, if we could improve defensively and you know, secure a lot more 1-0 wins, then the fact that we're missing a lot of opportunities wouldn't be as bad. But it is bad right now, the opportunities that we're missing. It absolutely is. And we've got to sort that out. This is not coming. Are we sorted in our defense? No, we're not sorted in defense, but I think for this month, with Chalobah coming back, I think that we are sorted for this month. I don't see any other defenders coming in this month, but we will absolutely look to make changes in defense over the summer. And I think there will be a number of departures over the summer in regards to defenders. 100%, guys. What else? I was someone who didn't want Mark Guehi, but he's better than all our centre backs and very experienced. Yeah, look, Guehi's good, but I don't think that's going to happen this summer now. Leroy Sane, I think, wants to sign a new contract at Bayern Munich, so we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, it is. It is, yes. Yeah, do you remember that Pochettino press conference when he was asked about it? It's like, don't forget, we've still got Washington, and he's not appeared in any squads whatsoever, which is an absolute classic. Think Hato summer signing. Yeah, again, that looks like an inevitable one. Guys, there's 107 in the building. Are we only on 43 likes? That is poor. That is poor. Run up those likes, guys. We should be getting as close to 100 as possible. Please keep smashing that like button. It's free and it takes seconds to do. So run up those likes, people. Run it up. Run it up. I don't want Sane or Gnabry TBF. Yeah, no, I hear you. The worst thing is we're not just missing half chances, it's multiple sitters. Yep. No, people don't believe it's wrong, but I haven't got that much of an issue with the wage structure. I really don't, because you know, you look at other clubs with out of control wage bills, like Man United, like Arsenal. You know, so I don't have an issue. I don't have an issue with us paying, you know, that sort of money. I don't have an issue with it. With the wage structure, we you know, if players don't want to play for the football club, if players aren't attracted to the project, then they're better off not being here. People saying Hato is a left-footed centre back. No, look, I think Hato would be a good signing. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if Badiashile left in the summer. So yeah, exactly. This is my point. This is my point. No, it's not about the wages, or it's about the player. I mean, look, Osimhen's not worth the money. Look at his record in Turkey. He's doing absolutely nothing revolutionary in Turkey whatsoever, which by all accounts is a weak league. You know, that's for me. Osimhen's nowhere near as good as what people think he is. He's a good striker, but people are making out like he's some sort of unbelievable player. You know, the GNA in Turkey is not that good. Not that good. Would I rather have Gyökeres or Delap? I actually look. There's no doubt that Gyökeres is a better striker, but I think Delap would actually would the profile of Delap would actually be more beneficial to us than Gyökeres in my opinion. But we have to be honest. We're not getting Gyökeres. There's been no links to Gyökeres since pretty much the beginning of the summer. Absolutely no links whatsoever. Even just general links with Gyökeres and moving, you know, haven't been there recently. So look, I like Gyökeres, but yeah, I'm not having it. I just don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen at all. I think the players that we're looking at, you're looking at a Sesko, you're looking at a Delap, you're looking at that kind of, you're looking at those kind of players. Garnacho, I think Napoli will push hard for Garnacho. I think they'll push hard for Garnacho. Personally, I'd have Delap because Gyökeres, as good as he is not Prem proven. Yeah, no, I hear it. No, I'm not saying Delap's better than Gyökeres, but this is where people make mistakes, right? Is that it's about profiles are much more important than names. Profiles are far more important than names. You know, people get sucked in by big names, but the reality is the profile of the player and how they suit the squad is far more important than the names. You know, you've got to think about it. You've got to think about how many times have we signed big names. We're not getting Liao. We're not getting Liao at all. Monday, we have to get all 3 points, even if some players miss out due to injury. We should have enough quality. Well, you'd hope so. You'd hope so. No, I'm not a season ticket holder, but yeah, no, I'd love to be. Yeah. Bro, Delap brings a lot. If you look at Delap's profile, right, we need an alternative to Nicholas Jackson. If you look at Delap's profile, so he's got a box presence, good in the air, physicality, strong. He's all the things that Delap are good at is what Jackson's not so good at. You know, Delap's even got good link up play. You know, and he's a good goal scorer as well. You know, look, he's scored what 7 Premier League goals for Ipswich in a struggling Ipswich side who are probably going to go down. I think he's a good player. I think he's a good player, bro. This argument about people's GNA is like is really flawed. It is really flawed. Yes, of course you need do penalties not count? Penalty. So when someone scores a penalty, the score stays 0-0. Does it? Do penalty goals not count? I must have missed that. I must have missed that moment when penalties didn't count as a goal. But like you could say 6 from open play, and they could all be tap-ins from 2 yards out, which is easier to score than a penalty. So that the open play thing is a bit of a myth for me. We don't know that. We don't know that. That's the point. No, absolutely not. We absolutely shouldn't be doing that. I don't know why anyone has suggested that, but no, we shouldn't be doing that. So yeah, no, we absolutely shouldn't be. Delap would be great at competition with Jackson. Yeah, no, he would be. Look, I'm not saying that Liam Delap is an ideal scenario, but we've got to be dealing with. We've got to be realistic here, guys. We have to be realistic here. in terms of we're not going to be getting the sort of names that people want. And that's the reality of the situation. You know, we have to accept what the recruitment model is right now and what we're looking to do. And unfortunately, that doesn't involve names like Gyökeres. That doesn't involve big name strikers. No, but you're not listening to the reason why. I'm not saying that Delap's a better player than Gyökeres. What I'm saying is that a Delap would probably would be more beneficial to Chelsea because of the way that we play. Bro, what are we? So fine, but what are you propose? You don't have to accept it, whatever. But you know, it's that's like you're not going to change that, are you? No one's going to change the recruitment policy. No fans have got the power to change the recruitment policy. So at the end of the day, we can all moan about the recruitment policy, but it is what it is, and it's not going to change. So that's where we are, people. That's where we are. Now, we absolutely don't need Garnacho. I agree with that. Well, I mean, yeah, it would appear so, guys. It would appear so. It would appear so. No, no, I'm absolutely not. All I'm saying is there's nothing I can do about it. I would like us to target some slightly more established players. Of course I would, but I've realised that that's out of my control, and me moaning about it is no good. It's not going to change anything, is it? You know, I've made my views very clear on the matter. I've made my views very clear on the sporting directors. So there we go. That's it basically. There's nothing I can do about it. A few days ago, you were going at directors for signing youngsters only. No, I'm not flip flopping at all. I've got Delap would be a very good option for us this month. A very good option. No, I'm not saying we should accept it, but there's not a choice. No fans are going to change what we're doing. You know, no, obviously not. But I don't know what we're going to do this month, guys. I don't know what we're going to do this month. That's the reality, people. I don't know what we're going to do this month. By the way, there's 141 in the building, guys. Only 64 likes. Keep smashing that like button. Let's get this up to 100 likes. I'm not saying Delap's a better option than Jackson, but he's a very good alternative because his strengths are Jackson's weaknesses. So Delap gives you box presence. Delap is good in the air, gives you physicality. It gives you that shithouse vibe. Delap is very much a striker in the Diego Costa mold, and you know he's not afraid to get stuck in. He's not afraid to initiate contact. He's not afraid to rough players up. And you know, with a box presence like Liam Delap, you're going to notice that because our wingers put a lot of balls into the box because Jackson's not that type of player. You know, a lot of our wingers' numbers aren't as good. I can guarantee, right, the conversation surrounding Pedro Neto would be much different if you know you had a striker with a box presence in there, like a Delap, for example, because Jackson is just not making the best use of his crosses. It's as simple as that. Yes, no, he's not elite yet, but very few 21-year-olds are elite. My point here is, guys, is that you know we're not going to get an elite level striker. I've come to terms with that fact. And if there's a surprise, fantastic. But I've come to terms with the fact that we are not going to get an elite level striker because that is not part of the recruitment model. That's it. That's it. Simple as that, guys. And we can moan about it all you want. I mean, what would you rather have, guys? Would you rather have a Sesko or a Liam Delap? A Sesko or a Delap? Look, Delap would be a very good option, guys. Would be a very good option. I don't see. It would be a good option. I don't know how well he'd do, but he would be a good option. And what we need to realize as well, guys, is look at our current options right now. It's Nicholas Jackson, who I do like, and then it's what a Christopher Nkunku who doesn't want to be here, and a Mark Guiu who's raw as anything. So beggars can't be choosers, guys. You can't be moaning about Liam Delap when you look at our current options. That's what I'm saying. You know, when you look at the current options, you can't be moaning about us being linked to players like Liam Delap when our striking options, we have got no alternative to Jackson, and that is what we desperately need. So that's where I'm out, guys. That's where I'm out on that, because we no, Delap's not rubbish. He's not rubbish. If you come to terms with that, then get used to being a bottom or a mid-table club, because we ain't winning anything. No, Nkunku's not being forced out. Nkunku, unfortunately, just doesn't suit the way that we're playing. And Nkunku's just been an unfortunate victim of circumstances. Got injured. Cole Palmer done way better than anyone would have expected. But what's really finished Nkunku off was the signing of Joao Felix, because Nkunku could have been the backup 10 and we could have signed a striker in the summer. And that would have been fine. But ultimately, it's not fine. Has Datro Fofana been recalled? I've not heard anything about that. Is that the budget? Is that our solution to this? Has Datro Fofana been recalled? I've not seen that. No, it says nothing about Datro Fofana. Nothing whatsoever. Nope, nothing about Datro Fofana being recalled. So I'm not sure where you've heard that, but it's absolutely not true. But I get it, you know, guys. We all want an elite level striker. We all want an elite level striker. No, we will. Well, I'd like to think so, but there's no guarantees, guys. There's absolutely no guarantees at all. No guarantees at all that he would. So look, we're going to win the Conference League this year, people. I'm pretty sure of that. We will win the Conference League this year. So we will. Look, I'm confident we'll win trophies under this ownership, but the fact that the lack of positions being addressed is a concern right now, and we are playing with fire if we don't address certain situations in the January transfer window. And yeah, look, it's not what we want, but we've got no. We are. Well, you're saying we're not going to win trophies. We'll win the Conference League this season. That is a trophy. It's not the trophies we want, but it's a start. It's a start for you know, it's absolutely a start. But yeah, that's the latest on Alejandro Garnacho. Moving on to Christopher Nkunku, guys, because obviously, yes, I think Christopher Nkunku is a genuinely top-class footballer, but at the end of the day, it's not worked out for him for the reasons that I mentioned earlier. And we're in a situation where, yeah, we did lose the last 5 finals in a row. Excellent that Bournemouth are winning. Fantastic. That suits us well, actually, because if it remains like that, then we've got the chance to move up into the top 4 with a win against Wolves on Monday night. So that is wonderful news. Wonderful news for us. If we win the Conference League, are we guaranteed? Yeah, if you win the Conference League, you get a spot in the Europa League. But we Europa League's not good enough for us. Europa League is not good enough for us. It is Champions League. We must finish in the Champions League this season. We must. No, brother, we need to be winning. I'm not taking any draw against Wolves. We must win. Pure and simple, we must win. Anyway, the latest on the Matthias Tell, Christopher Nkunku situation from Florian Plettenberg. Matthias Tell has once again made it clear in recent days that as of now, he wants to stay at Bayern. We knew that. Bayern's still in contact with Chelsea, and super agent Penny Zahavi would like to realise Christopher Nkunku's transfer to Bayern until deadline day, but currently there's no developments. Personal terms with Bayern 100% agreed as revealed. Should a January move prove to be impossible, Nkunku remains an option for Bayern in the summer. So personal terms are 100% agreed with Christopher Nkunku. So we've now got a player in the squad who has agreed personal terms with another team, and yet we're probably going to have to use him. That is not a good situation to be in whatsoever. Not a good situation to be in whatsoever. But if a forward needs to come in, then we need to get rid of one. And the most obvious one to get rid of is Christopher Nkunku. He's the one who has got the most concrete interest in him. But again, the valuation, the fact that Matthias Tell doesn't want to leave Bayern Munich, it's going to be very, very easily. Very, very easily. What would I take transfer wise? I think we've got to reduce our price slightly. If we get our money back for Nkunku, I think that's a very good deal. But Delap over Sesko, fair enough. Yeah, look, you've got again this Max Erbel guy. He likes to talk a lot. I take with a pinch of salt what all these guys come out and say, because they'll say one thing and they probably mean the complete opposite. So yeah, we do have to be careful with that. But again, surely there must be other suitors for Nkunku other than Bayern Munich, or maybe there just isn't. Maybe there just aren't other suitors who are interested in Christopher Nkunku, which does seem kind of mad. What's also mad, by the way, guys, is that we're 130 in the building, which is great, but we're only on 74 likes. Keep smashing that like button. Let's get this up over 100 likes. Let's get it up over 100 likes, guys. Should be light work. So I'm not sure what you lot are playing at, but please do smash that like button, and please subscribe to the channel if you are new round here. We're currently on 15,323. Let's get this to 15,330, guys. Run it up on the subs. 80 likes now. Fantastic. Let's get Patrick Schick. Schick's a good player. It's bad, but I actually think Wolves beat up. Cunha will bully us. Well, Cunha missed training yesterday because he had the flu. So hopefully, in the nicest way possible, hopefully he's still ill. Only striker I'd 100% want is Isak, but it's not. Bro, Isak's not realistic in January. Isak's not realistic at all. They want 150 mil for him. Unfortunately, unless Isak runs his contract down or makes it clear that he wants to leave Newcastle, it's going to be very, very difficult to get him out. Very, very tricky to get him out. Garnacho unfortunately is linked to Chelsea, which is a big problem. No, but it's not. We're not getting a Jackson understudy. I think the way that we're looking at it is an alternative. We're looking at it as an alternative to Nicholas Jackson. Absolutely not. Look, Jonathan David's an interesting one. Someone that Chelsea have looked at in the summer. He'd be available on a free transfer from Lille in the summer. But again, I think the interest from Chelsea has gone. It's gone a little bit cold on him. It's gone a little bit cold. But yeah, there's potentially something there. There's still something there. Felix has played for Barcelona. I think I mentioned that. What has happened to my club? We had 10 international captains playing for. Bro, Felix, unfortunately, is not trusted by Chelsea. Maresca didn't want him in the first place. We only signed him to get rid of. Bro, an alternative doesn't. An alternative doesn't mean someone who's not ready. An alternative just means a different option. We're not necessarily Chelsea. I don't think are looking for someone considerably better than Nicholas Jackson. Yeah, look, they absolutely will. Yeah, no, we of course that is the expectation at Chelsea's to win trophies. We should have won one. We should have won the League Cup last year. But we didn't. But I'm pretty certain we'll win the Conference League this year. Let's see what happens in the FA Cup. And then next year we obviously. I like your work a lot. I'm not happy your channel is not blurred. I'm your fan. But you're already subscribed because you can't subscribe and you can't chat in you can't put any you can't get involved in the chat if you're not a subscriber, bro. So you're already subscribed. But yeah, look, Nkunku, the Nkunku situation is just mad. It's just mad. We obviously got to get rid of this geezer. How we're proposing to do that, I'm not really sure. But the interest of Bayern Munich's there. So we're gonna have to wait and see, guys. We're gonna have to wait and see. Bournemouth nearly 3-1. Fair enough. Sorry, a Bournemouth win is ideal. I mean, a draw would be better, but actually, no, a draw wouldn't be better. Bournemouth win is good. Bournemouth win is good. Allows us with a win to move back into the top 4. That's exactly what we need. But yeah, I'll be honest, guys. I don't think Matthias Tell is the right option. Yeah, bro, Man City probably will finish above us, but that's not ridiculous. We expected that. We expected that at the start of the season. So I don't see how that's a ridiculous thing to be saying. I really don't see how that's a ridiculous thing to be saying. Personally, I really don't. Yeah, they are now level on points if they win, but it also means that they can go 2 points ahead of Newcastle when we beat Wolves. That's the thing, bro. Beggars can't be choosers. Beggars can't be choosers. If the Conference League's the first trophy we win under this new ownership, then so be it. So be it. How much money would I take for Nkunku? Look, I'd take 52 million, making our money back. I would absolutely take making our money back on Nkunku. So let's wait and see if anything materializes. Part of me feels like we've got something kind of bubbling away because that's what we always seem to do. There always just seems to be something just seems to come from nowhere, but it is worrying the lack of links to a striker. It's worrying that we're day 18 and we still haven't recalled Ugochukwu or Santos from loan, despite Lavia potentially being injured again, despite us running our midfield into the ground. But then, despite all the criticisms of the directors, despite the fact that we've done nothing and it's day 18, we've done nothing other than recall Trevor Chalobah. Part of me still feels, because of what we've done in previous windows, there's still something big left. There's still something big left in this window. Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's mad. It's mad. I think it's quite 300. It's 300,000 euros. It's about 250k a week, I think. But yeah, look, yeah, Mamouche, who's really this is his first season where he's done anything of any note. And he's suddenly going for huge M's, which is mental. Look, I don't know. I don't know. Look, we do need to move someone on. We do need to move someone on. we all want a striker, but the reality is there's not the space in the squad to bring a striker in until someone leaves. So someone has got to leave, which is why we just need to get this Nkunku deal done and dusted. Done and dusted. Yes, big up to Trevor. Trevor should be starting on Monday night, hopefully. Trev should absolutely be starting on Monday night. Is it 3-1 Bournemouth? Up the fucking cherries. Get in there. Newcastle, hold that. Hold that. Is it definitely 3-1 cherries? Up the fucking cherries. Oh, are we sure it's 3-1 cherries? Newcastle, Bournemouth. Still says 2-1. Yep, it's 3-1. Yes, yes, yes. Up the fucking cherries. Pete can hold that. Hold that. Yes, Bournemouth. Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to out him in the group chat. Um, 1-3 Bournemouth. Yes, yes, yes. Eddie Howe can hold that. Yeah, he absolutely can hold that. Oh, it's going to VAR. For fuck's sake. Anyway, yeah, look, that's where we're at, people, with this. VAR check. Oh, no. No, well, yeah, well, I know it's a problem. It's a problem, but we need this. We need this result. We need this result, guys. We do need a Bournemouth win. That is better for us. But any result in which either side drops points is preferable. Absolutely preferable. Yeah. Right. Anyway, oh, it's no goal. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, anyway, they're still losing, so it's fine. They're still losing, which is brilliant. Is it definitely ruled out? It was the right call. Ball went out of play. Fair enough. It's been ruled out. Guys, we're still 13 likes away from 100 likes. 113 in the building still. Keep smashing the like button, people. Let's get this up over the 100 likes mark. That would be greatly appreciated, guys. Greatly appreciated. So keep running up the likes. It really helps me out. I wish we could, mate. I wish we could, but that seems very unlikely at this point in time. Seems very unlikely, which is a shame because they need to go, but it is what it is right now. Yeah, look, yeah, our run of form has been poor. Our run of form has been poor. Newcastle went on a really big run. We went on a shocking run. Yeah, we are now obviously paying the price for it. Obviously paying the price for it. Yeah, Cambiasso, good player at Juventus as well. I mean, City are doing a madness. City are doing a madness this window. Fabrizio's saying as well, they're still looking to bring in a midfield player. But yeah, anyway, just to round out this little section on the Nkunku thing, January transfer Nkunku to Bayern looking unlikely. Could be one that gets revisited in the summer, but that doesn't help us right now. Nkunku being potentially revisited in the summer. We need Nkunku gone this month. And we are, and we're desperate for an alternative. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah. Although what I would say is, Man City have signed a 20-year-old defender, a 19-year-old defender, right? So that's two young, inexperienced centre backs, and obviously they're about to sign Omar Mamouche. Okay, so they're showing intent and they're spending money, but Imagine if we'd signed a 19-year-old and a 20-year-old this month. What the uproar would be. By the end of the weekend before our match on Monday, we could possibly be 7th or 8th. No, I think we might be. Yeah, potentially we could drop to 7th. That is true. That is true. No denying it. That is true. You can see from the targets and transfers of Man City and can tell they want success, not like ours. No, look, I don't. Look, there's a lot of things you can criticize the owners for, but I don't subscribe to the fact that they don't want success. You know, you don't spend that much money on a football club and not want success. I refuse. I don't subscribe to that trail of thought whatsoever. I really don't. I really don't. So yeah, there we are. Yes, big up. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is to that question. I don't know what the answer is to that question, guys. I'm not sure. Is the honest answer, guys? We're still 10 likes away from 100. Please keep smashing the like button. It helps me out more than you can imagine, and I would really appreciate it, guys. It does more than you can believe, and it's very simple. I don't ask for any of your money. All I ask for is a click of 2 buttons, one on the like button and one on the subscribe button if you're new around here. But let's move into one outgoing, which has been rumbling on for a while, but maybe we're finally getting a little bit closer. Lazio are set to improve their bid for Cesare Casadei, while Torino's new proposal was still not enough to convince Chelsea. Chelsea want a heavy sell-on clause also included. In any case, it will be a permanent transfer, not a loan. Now, I'm hearing, I'm hearing as if it's my information. What's being said is that the sell-on clause in the Torino deal was up 40%. 40%. That is mad. 40% of any future sale. And Casadei is only 21. He's not likely to spend the rest of his career at Torino. So, yeah, that's mental. 40% is too much. I think the offer that Torino official, according to Damartio, Torino officials flew into London to submit a new offer, speak with Chelsea and whatnot. But Chelsea's still haven't accepted the new deal. So, yeah, that's a little bit problematic. A little bit problematic here. But Lazio are set to improve their offer. Now, we paid 12.6 million for Casadei back in the summer of 2022. He's yet to play a Premier League game this season. I think he's played 5 times in a Conference League this season. And other than that, you know, he's not really done much. The loan spell at Reading, loan spell at Leicester. We recalled him last January. He should have got in the summer. He wanted to stay, and now this is where we're at with it. This is where we're at with it. Have we done? Has Casadei done enough to make a profit on him? We paid 12.6 mil. Can we expect to get more than that? I don't really think so. To be honest, I don't really think so. But yeah, look. Just get this deal done, for God's sake. If you have to drop the percentage by 10% or something along those lines, just do it. Just do it. You know, we're not going to get we're not going to double our money on Casadei. No chance has Casadei's fee doubled. Absolutely no chance has that fee doubled. I'm not buying that at all. There's no way. There's absolutely no way that fee's doubled. Stocks and Shares FC. Yeah, I hear it, bro. I hear it. What do you think of the cup game versus Brighton at 8 p.m. on a Saturday? Yeah, it's dog shit. Utter dog shit. Got 8 p.m. Saturday against Brighton in the cup, then 8 p.m. Friday against Brighton the next week, and then 8:15 at fucking home against South. It's bullshit. Fuck the TV deal. Fuck all that shit. And what about the fans? What about the fans? Once again, getting absolutely mugged off with these bullshit kickoff times. It's no good. Absolutely no good. No front of shirt. No front of shirt sponsorship deal yet. That is correct, bro. That is correct. Look, to be honest, for me, I'm not really that asked about the shirt sponsorship deal. Yeah, it's not great that we've not got one. They obviously don't want to sign, a short-term sponsorship. It's very difficult to do a short-term deal. They want to get into the Champions League and sign a more lucrative long-term sponsorship deal. So I absolutely understand that. But yeah, it's not an ideal situation to be in with no front of shirt sponsor. Nah, bro, he did okay for half a season at Leicester, but he's not doubled his transfer fee, if we're being totally honest. He really hasn't. So as far as I'm concerned on this outgoing, we just got to just take the money and move with it. Just take the money and move with it. I think that's what we've got to do. That's what we've got to do. That's what we've got to do. But yeah, look, why the outgoings are taking so long, I really don't know. Yeah, there's been hardly any 3 p.m.s on a Saturday. Hardly any. That doesn't surprise me at all. Doesn't surprise me at all. There's hardly been any 3 p.m.ers. Bro, Sancho's not going back to Manchester United. I know it's a loan, but it's an obligation. It becomes permanent as long as we don't finish in the bottom 6. We're not going to finish below 14th in the table. So Sancho to Chelsea is a permanent transfer. That is 100% a permanent transfer, guys. So yeah, no, Sancho is not going back to Man United. That's not happening. That's not happening, guys. So everyone can just relax on that. People, run up these final 4 likes. Come on, guys. Run it up, run it up. We're almost there. Final 4 likes. Come on, people. Who are we? No identity anymore. No, look, there is an identity. And we've not played badly, by the way. We haven't played badly in this 5-game run. We're just not taking any of our chances, and every defensive mistake we're making is being punished. We made Bournemouth look so average in the first half on Tuesday night. We should have been 3 or 4-0 up against them. Okay, we ended up getting a point. Not many teams, by the way, will take 4 points. Will take 4 points off Bournemouth this season. Not many teams will do that. So yeah, it was a disappointing result. We should have put them to bed, but we should have put them to bed. I don't know. Yeah, it'll be around 25 million. So there we go. Bro, it is what it is. The game's the game. The game is the game. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Yeah. I'll be there. That's how it goes. But yeah, look, I'm concerned by a lack of business right now in terms of both incomings and outgoings. It's looking kind of peak for us at the moment. And we had this Bournemouth team that are doing a brilliant job at St James's Park. We had them on the ropes in the first half. We should have been 4-0, 3 or 4-0 up. Legit, we should have been 3 or 4-0 up, and it would have been game over. Would have been game over. We should have been 3 or 4 up. No, what I'm saying is in the first half, we should have been 3 or 4 up, is what I'm saying. We should have scored 3-4 goals in that first half, and we didn't take our chances. We should have put Bournemouth to bed in the first half. Yeah, it is. But what I'm saying is, everyone's bigging up Bournemouth, and rightly so, but we made them look very, very average in that first half. Bournemouth are good. No doubt about it, they're good. But, we're missing a couple of things. We're missing a clinical finisher. We're missing some physicality. And we need a new goalkeeper. Which, is kind of mad, given the amount of money we've spent. And we still kind of missing the spine of a team, which is so poor. So poor. But yeah, hopefully Bournemouth can hold on. Hopefully Bournemouth can hold on. Yeah, exactly. I mean, people say 1 billion spent, and I get it. 'Cause it's a nice number. It's a headline grabbing number, but the reality is we also did make player sell, so it's not actually 1 billion net spend. It's £1 billion outlay, but it's not £1 billion net spend. I know that's like a bit of a minor point, but it's the truth. No, I don't think so necessarily. No, Iriola's doing a brilliant job. He's doing a brilliant job. No doubt about it. And he's showing that he's going to become he'll be a top coach, and he'll become a manager of a top club. That's what needs to happen. No, bro, of course we're going to see trophies again. Of course we're going to see trophies again. It's not all doom and gloom, guys. It really isn't all doom and gloom. I hope so, mate. I don't have the answers to that. I hope that we do, but unfortunately, brother, I haven't got the answers. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I haven't got the answers to that question, unfortunately. I hope we are. We need to as well, by the way. We need to. We absolutely need to. Otherwise, our chances of finishing the top 4 is a problem. But I mean, people who are watching the game in the chat, how is Zabarnyi and Dean Huijsen doing? 2 centre backs that Chelsea have actually been linked with. How are they looking, guys? Again, I think they're 2 talented defenders, really good players. So yeah, we will see on that front. I mean, look, Huijsen was signed in the summer from Juventus, and Zabarnyi, I think they signed him from Dynamo Kiev in January 2023. Good players. Good players. Good players. Yeah, we have been linked. We've been linked to Zabarnyi, and we've been linked to and we've been linked to Dean Huijsen. We've been linked to both of those centre backs. Bro, Todd Bowley's not involved in transfers. He's not been involved in transfers since the Nkunku deal, and Igbali's not been involved in any transfers since the Mykhailo Mudryk signing. So, yeah, and even if I bumped into them, do you really think if one fan says, "Oh yeah, do you know what? Go and recall him," they're going to be like, "Ah, yeah, that's a great idea. I'm going to go and do that." There might be a lot of things, guys, but they're not stupid. They're not stupid. But I expect us to win the Conference League this season. But we will see. No, Huijsen's good. He's a good player. Good. Am I saying that he's the answer? Am I saying that we should be looking at him? I don't know, but I like him. I like him, guys. I do like him. Think he's decent. Think he's decent. Huijsen's he's interesting, but again, he's going to cost a lot of money. He's going to cost a lot of money, guys. By the way, people, over 100 likes now. Big up to everyone, but we can keep pushing. Let's get it to 110. We're on 104 likes. So yeah, let's get another 6 likes. And we need 5 more subscribers as well, guys. 5 more subscribers to hit 15,330. Let's try and get those chalked off as well. Let's try and get those chalked off. Big up to everyone. Let's see if there's any transfer news coming in. Let's see if there's any transfer news coming in. It doesn't look like there is at the moment. Doesn't look like there is. No, Huijsen's a good player though, and yes, okay, young, low wages, resale value. I get it. They're absolutely all 3 of those things are correct. There's no disputing that. There is no disputing that. All 3 of those things are absolutely correct. I think. Look, he's got it. Has he got experience? He's got some experience, yeah. Has he got a lot of experience? No. No, he's not world class right now, but he's got the potential to be a world class defender. Do I think we'll end up going for him? No, I don't think we'll end up going for him. I don't think we will end up going for him, guys. But you know, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. No, we'll have to add to it. We will have to add some players for sure. And yeah, that's going to be interesting to see what happens. But I'm not thinking about Champions League because we are in a dogfight to make it into the Champions League right now. We're in an absolute dogfight to get there. So we've got to think about that. I'm not looking ahead. I'm not looking ahead at all. And by the way, on Osimhen, I know someone was people were bigging up Osimhen. Do I work on weekends? Yeah. I do. Yes. Not for a lot of time, but yeah, I do hours on the weekend. People were chatting about Osimhen, right? Big up to Alexis, by the way. He's put some stuff together here. Victor Osimhen. League stats for Osimhen. So this is non-penalty goals, right? Okay. League stats for Osimhen. So in Belgium, where he started his career, he spent one season there, 11 goals in 25. Lille, 11 goals in 25. Napoli, 10 in 24, 14 in 27, 24 in 32, 12 in 25, and then Galatasaray 7 in 14. So that 24-goal season is an anomaly. Yet people are trying to make it the rule. And I think he's absolutely spot on. Victor Osimhen is not dog shit, but people make him out to be way better than he is. And I remember at the time in the summer when we were linked with him saying, this guy's had one good goal-scoring career in his season, and people were trying to shoot me down for it. But actually goes to show that season he had where he fired Napoli to the Scudetto with obviously with Kvaratskhelia, that is very much a one-off in terms of prolific goal-scoring numbers. In all the other seasons in his career, he's not reached those numbers. And, you know, I'm not saying this is not saying he's a shit player. My point with him is that he's only had one good season in his career goal-scoring wise, and people make him out to be so much better than he actually is. That's my issue with it. But at the end of the day, we're not signing Osimhen anyway, so it's kind of irrelevant. But I just thought it was, important to point that out. I thought it was important to point that out. Sure, he scores important goals, but we need more than important goals. We need regular goals. We need regular goals, guys. Regular goals is what we need. So yeah. Yeah, Milos Kerkez, very good player. Again, another one who could well be on the move this summer, but he's an exceptional player. Really exciting. But again, he's another one with a lot of potential as well. He's by no means the finished article. No means the finished article at all. No guarantees, but there's no guarantees with Osimhen either. And people like Osimhen because he's a bit of a big name and stuff. But the reality with Osimhen is that yes, okay, he might be a clinical finisher, But he's had one good season in his career, and people think he's worth ridiculous amounts of money and ridiculous wages. The reality is he's not worth the money he thinks he is. And yes, he's good, but he's nowhere near as good as what people think, in my view. You know, that's my opinion. People can disagree. That's fine. No problem at all. I don't know if Palmer's training or not today. Yeah, most likely. Most likely, I think it will. Most likely, I think it will, guys. Yeah, sure, he scores important goals, but we need more than that. You know, we need more than that. That's the point that I'm trying to make. We do need more than that, guys. We need more than that. No one is getting us regular goals. Let's be real. Gyökeres is a Portuguese league fiend. Osimhen one good season at Napoli. Yeah, I hear that. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know if he gives us more. I don't know if he gives us more or not. But also, but at the end of the day, guys, Victor Osimhen is not coming to Chelsea Football Club, so it really kind of doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter because we're not getting Osimhen, so that's kind of that. That's that. Very, very simple. Very, very simple, guys. But yeah, let's see if there's anything else before rounding up. Guys, let's get another couple likes on the stream. Run this up to 110 likes. 2 more to go. So keep smashing that like button. It's free. Takes seconds to do, and I would greatly appreciate it. Would greatly appreciate it. Some people thinking Liam Delap is the only answer. There are other answers out there, but Liam Delap seems the most obvious one. When is Ben Chilwell leaving? Hopefully this month at some point, but there's zero update on his future. Absolutely zero update on his future. So it will be interesting to see what happens with him. Be very interesting to see what happens with him. Can I wait for the game to finish? Am I waiting for the game to finish? Is there any reason to do that? I mean, what minute is this game on? 88 minutes. Well, it looks like Newcastle probably going to lose, guys, which is brilliant news. What else? Is there anything else really happening? I don't know if there is, guys. I don't know if I could be bothered to wait to the end of that Bournemouth game. I might just go and watch the last few minutes. So, Amari Kellyman, as far as I'm concerned, doesn't even exist. In terms of Washington, well, yeah, he's just been 21s, isn't he? I don't know what he's doing. Complete and utter waste of money. Complete and utter waste of money. But we knew that anyway. We knew that. We knew that anyway. So yeah. It is what it is, people. Is what it is. So there we go. Right. Anyway. Yeah. No, probably not. But right, guys, I'm going to round this one out here. Big up to everyone that's tuned in. Love for all of the support, people. Thank you for tuning in this Saturday lunchtime. It's greatly appreciated. Make sure you smash the likes on the way out. Make sure you subscribe if you're new around here. I'll be back later on, potentially, if there's any major news. If not, guys, see you lot tomorrow, 1 p.m. Let's see what the latest transfer news will be in the next 24 hours. Until then, guys, enjoy the rest of your Saturday afternoon. Enjoy whatever football you're going to be watching if you are. Thanks for the support. It means a lot. Smash the like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Up the Chelsea, and peace, people.